Hello, welcome. We are live. I am Michelle Barr. Welcome to my community. Today is the Chakra Money Map Challenge Day 4. We're getting to the heart of it. We're going into the heart chakra, the fourth chakra. And if you're joining me for the first time today in this challenge, we're doing work here. We're not just talking about the journey through the chakras. We are journeying through the chakras, through all the chakras with a focus on money. I'm going to be doing some clearing and healing work. I'm going to give you some action steps related to this chakra, and I am going to give you some shifts and some belief work. We're going to do a lot here. And if you've missed day 1, 2, and 3, or any of those, you can find them inside my group, Marketing and Mindset for Spiritual Entrepreneurs. If you're watching the live from inside the group, you're already here, and you can grab those other days and work through them, because every day we're stacking on the day before, and I'm taking you through a very consistent journey over 8 days. But it's just getting things started, and I did it very purposefully. I'm an energy mover. I move energy, I read energy, I manage energy, I help people move. And so I'm going to get things moving, and then you're really going to be doing this work over time. So you could then journey with this material, these 8 days that I'm giving you, that we're together, and work on that for the next 30 days, and then work on it beyond. Continue to work on that. I'm so glad you're here, and I want you just to take a couple of deep breaths and really come into your body, really show up for this, really be here. This heart chakra is the bridge between our lower aspects and our higher aspects. We've just gone through the root chakra, the sacral chakra, and the solar plexus chakra. In the heart, we bring in unconditional love, tolerance, empathy, forgiveness, compassion. Life lessons in this chakra involve love and compassion, self-confidence and self-acceptance, inspiration and hope, and generosity. They also revolve around those lower vibrational feelings. We talked a lot about this on day 2 in the sacral chakra, the seat of our emotions, and I gave you the 2 charts to really be working with your emotions. The key emotions in the heart chakra are feelings of despair, hate, jealousy, envy, fear, and anger. They keep us down. They keep us out of manifesting what we want and need. And here's the thing. Welcome. Come on in. It's great to have you. Here's the thing. It all starts with us. It is us. The heart is also about connections to those we love, and they are serving as mirrors for us. Each one of us is a multifaceted diamond, a diamond with many facets. And when 2 people come together, whatever vibrationally the matches are, we match up and we magnify more of that. That's why you go through those different phases. You meet somebody, it's like a honeymoon phase, you're all lit up, and then after a while you start triggering each other, you start triggering each other's family stuff, parent stuff, personal stuff, relational stuff, money stuff, all of it, because they're showing up as a match to all those parts of you that are similar. I want you to understand we are choosing our experience with them through our perception. And when I learned to work with this, it changed so much. I have a story I used to tell all the time about how I had the same boss 5 times until I healed it in myself. And then that energy didn't ever have to show up again. Think about that. When people step into our world, we hand them scripts and they put on costumes and they have to play out these energies that we are expecting and that we're contracting with them to play out. I've been married now 26 years, coming up on 26 years. And I've worked on this in my life, and I've worked on it with my family, with my children, with my husband. And I know that things that we played out for a decade or more, when I did this work, they went away and never came back. And what's even more fascinating is when your children are dating and they come to me and they complain about this person that they're in a love relationship with, and I see they're being triggered because when I can own it, it's stuff that I've done with them. It's stuff that's in my relationship with them. And when I can consciously say, I'm going to stop doing that, I'm going to heal that with them, it goes away. It stops showing up in this partner they've picked. It has allowed over time, when I've healed myself and done my work, my husband can then show other facets of that diamond, the ones that I love, the ones that are a match. And the more I grow and evolve and heal, the more he is able to be himself and take off those costumes and quit playing those roles that I've put him in. It is true that your partner in some ways will show up to play out your crap with the parent who disappointed you most. This is a tough conversation to have, and I've had it with my husband once I was stable enough to do that work and to not be afraid of what it would bring up, and it is so powerful. So whether you're ready to work that out with other people or to work that out right now just within yourself, the great thing about doing this deep heart chakra work is you don't have to go tell the other people. I never went and said, hey, Mom, I just worked out a bunch of mom stuff, but I saw the healing and I saw the change in the relationship. I saw the healing and I saw the change in the relationship. This works. And it all starts with us. We choose the experiences we are going to have in relation to other people through our perception. Doing this work, I also recognize that the partners I chose as intimate love partners, spouse, they play out aspects of one of my parents very clearly, while they also have good aspects of my parents. And then my best friends play out different aspects of my parents. It's amazing. This is about creating your own happiness versus depending on someone else for your happiness. There's a shift for you. Creating your own happiness versus depending on someone else for your happiness. Because of the way I grew up, because of the way I was wired, because of a lot of things from a very young age that got overlaid on me. And I chose to accept these beliefs and these patterns, these toxic emotions. I used to feel that everybody out there was doing things to me, and if they would just change and stop, everything would be okay. And once I realized I was responsible for all of it and I had choice and I could change it, everything in my world changed. This is really deep work. I want to just spark a seed in you if you're ready to do that kind of work. We're going to do this focus on money work. Remember when I talked about the second chakra, love, relationships, energy, creativity, money, sex, they all come from the same place, the same energy. And they can be transmuted into higher creative energy and the highest spiritual energy. But you have to clear up these lower vibrational energies. And we're really looking at what gets triggered for you about money and people with money? Do you feel you deserve money? Do you command what you are worth? This was a very long journey for me, both when I was an employee and then since I've had my own business. Do you take care of your needs? Another long journey for me as a helper and healer my whole life, but at the expense of myself. And now I realize I'm best for everybody else when I take care of myself. What I do now, the work I do now, requires extreme self-care, and now I do it because it's so important. Do you choose yourself first? I've been talking about this a lot this year. I've done a lot of work around myself. For instance, forgiveness work with myself. And do you know what I found? When I finally came to that place to do forgiveness work with myself, I no longer needed to do forgiveness work with anyone else. And I've been really working on choosing myself first because that message had been bombarding me earlier this year. What is your self-talk around yourself and money? The shift is to choose yourself first. And one of the key things you want to do is work on forgiveness of self. Stop doing any of that other forgiveness work for a time and see if you can get to a place where you're doing forgiveness work with yourself and watch what changes, what shifts, and what disappears. Some of the things you think and say around money and the heart chakra, they won't pay for this. I don't have the right fill in the blank to succeed. My expertise is common sense. Gifts, I can't charge for this. Anybody can do it. It's because it comes so easily for you, and that's exactly what you should be charging the most for. But we're blinded that not everybody has this. Why does it come so easy for you? It is your natural gifts. And I've been doing a dance and a balance over the years, and especially last year and this year, about making sure I keep those gifts in the forefront and lead with them. They're my greatest gifts. I'm a fast learner. I'm a lifelong learner. There's a lot of things I can do, but what am I made to do? And that's where you find your gold mine and your deepest satisfaction and fulfillment, soul level satisfaction and fulfillment. And when your soul is nudging, tapping, screaming, shaking you by the shoulders, it's because this is not being expressed at a soul level. They won't pay for this. Who would want what I offer? I have nothing to offer. I can't compete. The more you step out into your life, into the world, into the marketplace, as you, there is no competing. It's when you're trying to sell yourself alongside everyone else, everybody else. I'm selling coaching. I'm selling healing. I'm selling this modality. I'm selling this process. And you're mimicking everyone else. People won't hire me in this economy. Who am I to do this? The people I serve have no money. Boy, I used to tell that story, and it's so not true. And I learned it the hard way. There are too many people already doing this. I shouldn't charge for this. That's become my soapbox. It's rampant in this industry and in the spiritual community. And often it's the spiritual community doing the shaming. I shouldn't charge for this. People don't want what I provide. People won't pay my full fee, so I'll just discount myself. Oh wait, now I'll just give it away for free. That energy and lack of energy exchange actually affects the other person and you. and it becomes a lose-lose and nobody wins. I will have to discount myself to get clients. I'm not as good as fill in the blank. I can't take care of myself. I can't possibly charge that much. Other people's needs are more important than mine. I don't have time to take care of myself. I shouldn't, I couldn't, I can't, I should, I will, I won't. You concluded, I am not valuable. We've talked every day about constrictive thinking versus expansive thinking, getting into this energy, these low vibration, envy, jealousy, anger, frustration, all those feelings, and all of these beliefs and fears, constricting energy, and your energy gets so close up to your body, you can't connect with everything you're wanting and everything you're asking for. Every day we are getting into a safe space and we are expanding our energy so that we can let in and receive and allow and connect with everything that's a vibrational match to us, and we're raising our vibration to bring it in. Expansive thinking. What can I offer that I can charge my highest fee? How do I reach the people who will pay for what I have? That was a shift I made. I was just talking to the wrong people. I was talking to people out of my own stuff. Every day I'm doing some clearing and healing work, which we're getting ready to do. So I want to let you know, for those of you who are familiar with it, you don't need to know what's behind any of the work we're doing. It will work. But just to let you know, some of the work that I'm doing is through Access Consciousness, the One Command, Theta Healing, Sacred Soul Alignment, Ho'oponopono, and Matrix Energetics. Identify fears that you hold in this chakra. I am afraid of not doing it right. I am afraid no one will want what I have. I am afraid of getting hurt. I am afraid of not being accepted. I am afraid of being rejected. I am afraid of not being enough. I am afraid I am not enough. I am afraid of not being loved. I am afraid I am unlovable. I want you to take a deep breath, and I want you to expand your energy field. And I'm going to offer something to you, and I want you just to open and receive it as much as you're willing. Do you know you are enough? You are so enough. It is unbelievable how enough you are. Know this: you are loved beyond measure. There is absolutely no way you could be loved more, and no way you will be loved less. There is no one, absolutely positively no one, past, present, or future, who is more important than you. No king or savior is more precious than you, and there is absolutely nothing you can do to change this arrangement. No matter what you do, immeasurable love abides for you. And no matter how hard you try, you cannot positively influence that love. It is not yours to manipulate, though you may turn away from it. However, nothing you do influences it one iota. In a world of possibilities and choices, This is one firm, unyielding, absolute truth. You are loved beyond your ability to fathom it. Always have been, always will be, no matter what. Really, really, really take that into your heart and soul. Breathe it into the cells of your body, the marrow of your bones. You are loved beyond measure. Always, always, and then some. You are loved unwaveringly. You can't botch this up. It's not in your hands. You can't lose it. It is eternal. You don't earn it. It is part of a natural order that doesn't depend upon your actions. This is the most important understanding of all. When you understand this, when you catch hold of it, when you live it, then all the rest falls into place. Without this cornerstone, you're swimming upstream against a strong and fluctuating current. With this understanding, the current supports you, carries you. Decide how you will use this information, how you will take it deeper until it becomes your knee-jerk response. Know it like the back of your hand until it is as natural as breathing. It matters not what happened in your past. It doesn't matter whose toes you stepped on or who stomped on yours. Do you get it? No matter what, on any level, in any time frame, no matter what story you can tell, no matter how wrong you've been or wronged you've been, you are unwaveringly loved without measure. There simply is no pointing fingers at you, no abandonment, no hot and cold, no guilt-inducing, no price to pay. It is non-negotiable. Be still with this understanding. Move with this awareness. Carry this truth in your heart. Let it clear the path. You are loved unwaveringly, wholly, completely, eternally, unconditionally. Period. End of story. Really. All the rest is unnecessary when you live and breathe this truth in every moment. I keep this handy. This is by Joyce West. And I pull it out and I read it. I give it to clients and I'm sharing it with you. Soak that in. Don't try to argue with it. On this journey focused on money, when you're in the heart chakra, recognize all the ways you are great at creating opportunities for more people because you have more money. Recognize all the people you help when you have more money. Feel what it is like to surround yourself with affluence. It feels good. And if it doesn't, start with that. Admire others with an abundance of money and those you view as wealthy. And if you can't or you won't, start with that. Pay attention to your money. Love it. Express gratitude for it. Have a healthy relationship with your money. If your money were a loved one, a relationship, or a partner right now, would it want to stay or would it leave? Are your heart and your money connected or disconnected? A lot of people have disconnected the two. But your heart plays a major role in your financial energy. Here are some things for you to do when working with this chakra. Get clear on your desires, then make a clear ask. Set a clear goal for bringing in money. And here's the thing, where will the money go? Money loves a purpose. The universe responds to true need. So when you set that money goal and you desire that money, attach to it where that money is going to go. And don't just say to pay bills, to pay off debt. Those are all important. But also, what would you like money for? What trip have you wanted to take? I set a goal 2 years ago. Some friends called and said, we want to get everybody together and we want to go on a cruise because we're all turning 50. And we don't want to just go with the couples. We want to bring our whole families, our children. And my husband said, oh, that's going to be really expensive. How are we going to do that? And for a minute I got in there, oh my gosh, that'd be so much money and we have so much going on. And then I said, wait a minute. That desire for me is huge, to take my entire family on a cruise, to all be together. I would love that. And I got in the desire of it. I don't know how, but oh my gosh, it's all my core values about family and quality time and doing things together and doing what you love. And our family values and craves travel. And I just kept imagining me bringing my whole family and getting together with all these old friends and their families and all the fun we would have and how it would be good for our marriage. It would make my husband so happy. My children would love it. They're all young adults now, and we hadn't all been together in so long. And if I could give them this. And then I looked and I said, how much will it cost? We don't even know yet how much it'll cost. Why are we saying, oh my gosh, we can't do it or this would be hard? And it looked like it was going to cost about $10,000. So then I said, universe, I'm not going to say I don't have the money for this. I can't afford this. I'm telling you, I want to create the money specifically for this. All the other money I have coming in right now is earmarked for other things. I want to create the money for this. Then I had to get into action. I got into the doing. I opened channels using my greatest gifts, and I made $10,000 in a very short amount of time. And then here's key. I had asked the universe for $10,000 for this purpose, and then I created the money and it came in. So I took that money and I put it down for the cruise. And I took all 3 of my children, my husband, and we took my son's fiance as well. That trip was magic. It was worth it. It was amazing. I couldn't have created it out of that lower vibrational energy. You've got to work with those higher energies. Deal with, remember, the second chakra is about you are responsible for your emotional management and eventually emotional mastery. That is a story that I created that happened just 2 years ago when I made that shift. And then I even had to tell my husband, listen, we're creating this together. You got to get on board with me. If you believe it can't happen, I can't make it happen with you and for you. Get clear on your desires. Where will the money go? Write it down. What would you ask for if money were not an issue? Here's another tool I use all the time. My 10 most wanted list, and I put 10 things on there. 10 most wanted things or conditions. What I would ask for if money were not an issue. And then I watch them happen. and I check them off and I watch them come to me. What you will also see once you make the list is there will be opportunities. They won't always be convenient. They won't always be comfortable. They won't always be logical, but opportunities will show up as well as just flat out gifts from the universe. Do you believe that can happen? I'm here to tell you it can. It does all the time in my life. Do other people have more control over your money than you do? This is one you got to handle too. You can be in partnership with other people, but do other people have more control over your money than you do? I see this a lot when people want to build and grow their business. It's their sole purpose. It's their dream. And then they get to the investment part and then they say, I can't, my husband won't let me. There is a difference in, we have an agreement, when we have to spend this amount of money, we always confer with each other, but this is the energy. No one can allow you or not allow you except yourself. If your husband is an equal partner in your business, then yes. Otherwise, that's not valid. You go to him and you talk to him, or if your partner is woman, man, whatever it is, you go to that partner, you go to that spouse, you go to that loved one, you take control back over your money. You really want to look at where people have more control over your money than you do. You're telling the universe, I don't get to decide. This isn't my money. And sometimes you'll quit making the money so you don't have to be in that uncomfortable situation. You'll sabotage yourself because it's affecting the relationship. Eating for this chakra, leafy greens and vegetables. And I love this one because it's all about green smoothies, which I added into my life a few years ago. I love green smoothies, and I'm going to give you the recipe for my favorite one. It is a cup of coconut water, half an avocado, 1 whole apple, a big handful of red grapes, 1/3 of a cucumber, and a bunch of kale. And I put it all in the blender together and drink it. Green smoothies are great for you. You're eating raw live food, and it's heart chakra, all those leafy greens and vegetables. It's amazing. You can use essential oils, and I've been telling you some essential oils for each chakra. For the heart chakra, there's an oil in the kinds that I use. It's called Elevation, and it's helping you be more joyful. Lemon for cleansing. Thyme for forgiving. Geranium for love and trust. Melaleuca tea tree oil for boundaries. And peppermint for buoyant heart. You can also use healing crystals in green and pink. And rose quartz is and continues to be a very powerful stone for this chakra. How you feel about money, yourself, and people who have money affects your money. Unresolved issues, negative thoughts and feelings about your abundance in all areas of your life affects your money. Do you feel abundant? Do you not feel abundant? Do you tell stories about abundance? Do you work with gratitude? Do you work with desire, or do you come from a place of scarcity and lack? Desire can come from two places. Right out of the heart chakra, a very strong, high-level energy that magnetizes and attracts, or desire that's born out of lack and scarcity, and I have to have this. And what I tell you every day during this challenge, money is not a measure of your value and worth. You are a divine spark, an actual piece of the divine, a ray from the whole sun, and a precious child of God. Money is a measure of the value and worth you are putting out into the world, and your bank account will reflect it, and your flow will reflect it. Now we're going to do our rating of 1 to 10 for this chakra, and keeping track of these, because on day 8 we're going to work with this with our chakra money map. On a scale of 1 to 10, everything I do is supported and encouraged by a compassionate inner voice that reminds me how awesome I am instead of criticizing me. I find it easy to reach out to others to give and receive love. I am compassionate and forgiving about the mistakes of my past and toward others. Rating yourself 1 to 10. And now we're going to do our meditation, inhaling money and exhaling the lack of money. And we're going to inhale into the heart chakra. And then when you're practicing now, you can practice with the root chakra and the sacral chakra and the solar plexus chakra and the heart chakra, because we've activated all of those so far. You're going to breathe in through your nose and say to yourself, I am inhaling money. Breathe out through your mouth. I am exhaling the lack of money. And you're going to breathe into your heart chakra. So to set the stage for this, we're going to breathe right into our heart chakra. And then with your eyes closed, your eyelids softened, you're going to lower your gaze and send your energy down your body, down through the bottom of your feet, roots coming out of the bottom of your feet and going all the way to the center of Mother Earth, wrapping around the giant crystal that is at the core of Mother Earth and pulling, receiving, allowing, drawing that energy back up through the bottom of your feet, back up through your body, through the root, through the sacral, through the solar plexus, up into the heart. Breathing into the heart, and then behind closed lids or with your eyelids softened, raising your gaze up, going up, out the top of your head on a line of light, up, 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 until you come to Creator of all that is, Source, by whatever name you recognize this energy. And a golden cord goes out and connects you to the heart of Creator. And then you come back down that line of light, pulling that golden cord, connecting you to the heart of Creator, coming back in through your crown, back down through your third eye, through your throat, back into your heart. And now breathing in through your nose, I am inhaling money. And breathing out through your mouth, I am exhaling the lack of money. Feeling it coming in and out through the heart. And again, I am inhaling money. I am exhaling the lack of money, feeling it in your heart. And one more time. I am inhaling money. I am exhaling the lack of money. And when you're doing this in your practice, do it with each chakra until it becomes full and heavy. And now, staying in that same energy, focused on your heart, recall the memory and feeling of having money. What did it feel like? Get back into that money and put it under your feet and hold it, anchoring it into your heart chakra. Holding it, anchoring it into your heart chakra, connecting with that feeling, recalling the memory and feeling of having money, the relief, and then the gratitude and the joy. What highest level, vibration, feeling can you reach for? Then expand the feeling to Mother Earth below your feet, to Creator above, as above, so below, and expand on all sides of you, filling the bubble with this feeling of having money. Filling the bubble, holding it, and anchoring it in your heart chakra. focusing your attention on the heart, holding that energy, feeling your root chakra strong, feeling your sacral chakra strong, feeling your solar plexus chakra strong, and they're all lining up, feeling that vibration in your heart. And now relax. And now we're going to create our energy puck for this chakra. Holding your hand palm up, out like this, and now putting it at your side, closing your eyes, breathing. You don't have to know what's coming in. You don't have to know how this works. Suspend disbelief and trust. This is you, this is spirit, this is me, all coming together. Trust the process. There is a puck in your hand we are filling with energy. Filling this with all the energy you want and need to clear, heal, and resolve everything we have covered today. Everything that's coming up around this, everything you need to move through it and have a breakthrough. You might feel sensation. If you're doing this on your own, do it until your hand feels heavy and full. Calling the energy in, bringing the energy in. Then bringing it and putting that energy puck and let it absorb right into your heart. Breathing it in, expressing gratitude, receiving and allowing. You will receive and allow everything you are willing to receive and allow. Spirit, source, energy will show up with all of it. That's why it's so important to clear, heal, and resolve, and why I'm using these go-to clearing and healing tools I use. Letting that in, and while that energy is moving and working, expressing gratitude for yourself. Breathing into the heart, and we're going to go back up to the heart of Creator. Creator, it is commanded, download God's definition of unconditional love into everyone watching this and listening to this, who's hearing this, who says yes and agrees to receive and allow the download. Relax. Notice anywhere there's resistance in your body. Uncross your arms and legs. Close your eyes. Receive this download of God's definition of unconditional love. Let it come in. Letting that energy work on you. Notice what you notice. Receiving and allowing it. This energy will continue to work on you, for you, with you, and within you for the next 72 hours. Pay attention to notice what you notice, to how you feel, to what your needs and wants are. If you're tired, rest. If you're thirsty, if you're hungry, if you need more time alone, if you want to journal or meditate or reflect or listen to music, sitting in this energy and coming back and using these videos again and again as tools for you, listening or watching. And as we're working through this, everything that came up around this that needs to be cleared, healed, and resolved for you to be healthy in this chakra, especially in the focus around money. Are you willing to destroy and uncreate everything that is in the way of that? If you are, say yes. Know that it is so, and it is so. Feeling that upliftment of energy as it all opens up, every cell, receiving source energy, every cell, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. waking up and remembering its job in supporting you, loving yourself, bringing this cosmic hug around you, this bubble of pure pink light, pure divine love. And all the debris that's left in and around you, Creator, it is commanded, cleanse and protect. May you stay in this bubble, clear, heal, and resolve in this bubble. Allow it to surround you and nurture and support you. Do the work. This is an important chakra, and this is where people come up through the root chakra, the sacral chakra, and the solar plexus, and they bump up and they get into the heart, and their stuff comes up, and it's painful, and they don't know what to do with it. And it keeps them from going to the next chakra, which is expressing your soul message, expressing your purpose, and then connecting with your inspiration and your knowing, your intuitive authority, and then connecting with Source and living from that inspired, guided, connected place, manifesting the life of your dreams. There's a lot here. Don't ignore it. Don't dismiss it. Use this opportunity, the work we have started today, and continue with that. And if you'd like to talk to me, you can find me at michellebarr.com. You can private message me right here on Facebook. You can comment. Let's keep a dialogue going. Let me know how I can best support and guide you. Let me know how I can best serve you. Reach out and tell me about this work we're doing together and what's happening for you. I'm so grateful for you showing up in the world and allowing me to show up and live my purpose and help you do the same. And I'm going to leave you with that today. Thank you so much.